Hello everybody. Happy Monday, happy new trading week. So NFP has just passed and we're looking at a new week and two things to consider right away. So be careful because we're lacking news events today. We're having a zero news in terms of Monday and Tuesday, the upcoming 2 days. Wednesday is being hit with FOMC and only then I'm gonna focus on the markets. So I'm gonna risk only on Thursday and Friday, which makes it quite an interesting week because we're gonna be looking to trade only 2 days out of 5, right? Secondly, I hope you enjoyed my weekly outlook, which is more on draws and liquidity on a weekly chart, on a daily chart as well, right? Main key levels, fair value gaps to consider, and etc. So today I'm gonna focus more on the hourly chart. I hope you appreciate me showing up. I'm on a retreat, let's say. I'm on a holiday, and but I'm still giving into this, and I want to prepare for this week myself. So you're literally gonna see what I go through for the preparation. I did a little bit of work earlier today, but the markets were still trading on Sunday open, so Monday open just happened. What, 4 hours ago, 3.5 hours ago, you see. So we're gonna dive straight into it. And if you enjoyed this, guys, don't hesitate to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It means me wonders. And literally everything that I talk about today and everything you saw in the daily report, weekly outlook itself, it happens in Discord. So give us a follow. Visit us on Discord, lots of good stuff happens there, and see you around. So let's dive right into it, okay? So looking at dollar index, very honestly, I'm a little bit torn. I like the breaker holding the price in here. We have 1 hour fair value gap resting right below it as well, right below the previous day's lows, which is NFP on Friday, right? I appreciate this balanced price range here as well. So it's going to be interesting to see which way we go. But right now I only have a few notes for the hourly chart, which is this fair value gap holding in the price. And literally everything below it will just draw lower, allowing indices, allowing Euro USD and so on and so forth to push lower. Okay. So looking at 15 minutes. We have a few things to note, right? So midnight open was around here, so I'm gonna note that 1 hour for value gap directly on the midnight open. And very honestly, guys, so we have to consider a few things. So we have this old new week opening gap right here holding in the price, swing low, creating a little bit of a trend line into this 1 hour for value gap. So nothing too important happening throughout the Asian session worth noting aside from what I just showed you. New week opening gap right below here. So literally up until the point we leave this range, there's not much happening in terms of what I would be interested in. And this is exactly what we usually get on Mondays, which are lacking news events. Consolidation, which is seeking to destroy everybody in price, right? Nothing too interesting, just liquidity pools resting above and below the price. So my story is quite simple. If we push through, I'm expecting lower prices afterwards. If we go below, higher prices afterwards. Very, very simple setup for me, okay? So back to 1 hour chart. And with 1 hour chart, we go back into Euro. Euro is looking a little bit different, but we still have those hourly fair value gaps holding in the price for possible push to the upside. So if we get that, a breaker block right above here. So high, low, higher, high, push to the downside, fair value gap being left open. So this is my interest. This is my draw on liquidity for today or tomorrow, and I'm gonna be interested in going shorts from there. Okay, 15 minutes. Lots of buy stops resting above. We have this swing low, which is in Asia in a way, right? So we're gonna see, I kind of like this wicking below. So let's see if we can work with this midnight open and continue higher. So Break of structure is happening right now as well. Watch this fair value gap. If we retrace into it, that's a possible buy entry, at least for me. So continuously watch that. Okay. Going to GBP USD, this is a lot more interesting. So I'm looking at this range created by Thursday and high and Friday low. I'm looking at the equilibrium, which is at this fair value gap right here. And I'm also looking at the optimal trade entry. So I have this order laying around already. We talked about it on Discord. We showed it on Discord as well. So I'm looking for this push to the upside, and I'm kind of expecting for shorts to form down there, and for this order block to hold in the price, allowing it to push higher, just like expected, right? 15 minutes, looking quite similar like we had on EU, right? Midnight open right here. We're still trading below it, so watch. Let's see if we have any possible entries on 5-minute chart. Quite, let's say, a quiet break of structure. So consider this for a potential buy-side liquidity to be taken, okay? I think this is something you can work with, so consider that, okay? So looking away from Forex and considering what we have on indices, right? So first thing to note is that we have SMTs on both sides of the market. We have SMTs here on the bottom side because NQ ran sell stops from Thursday, and we have SMTs to the upside, meaning that buy side wasn't taken on NQ. So we have to consider that, and we have to understand the fact that it moved the markets a lot from here, right? So on hourly, nothing too interesting, but I would love to see this optimal trade entry forming out, maybe giving us a breaker block entry as well for shorts. And right now the only thing that I'm gonna consider is this new week opening gap, because sell stops were taken, right? So filling that is totally normal. Afterwards, breaker block is the last line of defense for anyone trying to go short here. Nasdaq is looking a little bit different. We have the same formation here, but SMT in terms of buy side not being taken and sell stops being taken from Thursday, right? During or after NFP, I'm not sure, but I'm not really interested in that neither. But we have a very clean fair value gap resting right here that we have to consider as well. In my opinion, price shouldn't go higher than this 1 hour chart if we want to see any bearishness, right? Last thing to put into your notes for NQ is consideration of the daily inversion. So we talked about it in the weekly outlook. This is the low of the daily fair value gap. So we're pushing into it. We're trying to invert it right now. But honestly, I'm not so sure about this. I would love to see some movement. I would love to see some movement to the downside throughout April, but we have to see whether we get it right now or not. But two moments for you to note is that previous day high and this fair value gap. If price is not trading one way or another and away from it, we're not interested. So we're interested to see something like this, or we're interested to see something like that. Otherwise, I'm not touching this. Okay? So I hope you liked it. I hope you appreciate my time today. Leave this a like, subscribe to the channel. I very much appreciate you passing by Discord as well, and talk to you next week. Bye.